Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Monday. How's everybody doing out there? Well, I got some interesting channeled messages today. We have a lot to think about that's going on in this country. We're getting our country back. You do realize that. Yeah, it's a long, hard fall uh, from grace, but we've got grace back. Um, it's it's the Chevron thing for me was like a turning point. It showed me why they were all able, the corporation of the United States was able to contract with all of us. And that's what it is, basically. They contracted with us. They made us contract with them because they were a corporation. Uh, their laws are policies and statutes. Our laws is the independence, the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights, and universal law. Do not do not kill anybody. Do not harm a human, not an AI, not a robot. That doesn't count. A human, or animals. So we are going into another phase of this takedown of the corporation of the United States Incorporated. We have been under two governments, basically. And for a long time, we've been under the incorporated government. The Chevron doctrine was an amazing thing. It set us free. In 1984, when they put that in there, they knew that it would bind us. It would bind us to the rules because then they have the police. They were policy holders. They have the sheriff, which was supposed to be for us. And they kind of took them in as the servers of the documents, the contracts that binded us, the mortgages that they were involved in. Morgue Gidget, you're always in debt. Um, People say, well, hey, I worked hard all my life. Everybody did. It just happened to be they didn't make as much money. And that's actually sad because everybody should have made equal amounts instead of Peter making 100 million a year and Paul making 20,000 a year to raise five kids. And the other guy didn't want any kids. He just wanted to be corporation. So yeah, okay, no, that really wasn't fair. None of it was fair to force us to contract. If you look at it, I always ask these questions in my mind when you're thinking about all this. It's hard to fathom that the Federal Reserve is not part of our government. It is a private entity that printed money to keep us bound into the money system, the enslaved system. And I think we need to start pulling that in our heart space and really thinking about what that means to us. It's freedom. Slavery never ended. They just incorporated us into the slavery. So when people say our ancestors were colored and they were slaves, think about it. The Indians were taken as slaves. The white people were taken as slaves. The beautiful Mocha people were taken as slaves. We were all Japanese, whatever nationality you are, you were taken into the corporation and you were indoctrinated into exactly what we're all thinking now. They fed off our energy. They fed off our fear, our sadness, our anger, everything. They feed off that. How about we turn it around? We learn what our triggers are. We learn how to maneuver through the 3D into the 4D and then the 5D. We learn how to take those contracts that they put us in, okay? And we are going to get out of them. They are null and void. They were done on fraud. Fraud vitiates everything. So there is a lot of things going on right now, everybody, that we really need to pay attention to. And uh, Chevron, that Chevron thing is so big because I didn't even know what it was. I had never heard of it, never thought of it, but that gave them the right to make their own laws. If they were a professional, like let's say child services or uh, the lower court systems or the police, they were allowed to take the real laws and manipulate it to work for them. And we believed it. Think about it. If your brother or sister, okay, we're all brothers and sisters, no matter what nationality we are, we're all from the same source of creator. Your brother and sister went to the bar. We all went to the bar together. And you see one of your brothers or sisters too drunker than Cooter Brown. Okay? If you haven't been drinking, you want to assist them home because you love them and you want to protect them and you want to make sure they get home safely. That's what police should do also. If they did that, there would be less DUIs and less people dead over DUIs. It needs to be a cohesive unit. We all help each other. You know, you've got a millionaire with no kids. Say you got a millionaire with no kids. They have got all the Federal Reserve notes they could ever want. Why aren't they helping anybody? Why aren't they going out and helping? Why are they just giving it to some corporation that the CEO makes, you know, 100 and something thousand a year, and your donation they only got like 10 cents on the dollar? Why? Why don't we just go out and find people or see people that are hurt if we have money and help them? How? I don't know. We can devise things, you know, people can figure it out. There's always something we can do. So now that I'm blabbling on, and I really want you to look into the Chevron doctrine, I keep saying it because it is so significant in our life. We were always supposed to go to a jury trial. We were always supposed to be, you know, think about it. Uh, you're not guilty until proven innocent. I mean, you got to prove your innocence, but you weren't guilty. I mean, what did you do to bring guilt? They made something up. They wanted more of your money and energy. Uh, I know a lot of kids that I've talked to in my little town, they've all got felonies for something stupid. And they can't get jobs because they got a felony for stealing a chicken because they were starving. Who knows? Who knows what the felonies for? Marijuana, you had a half a pound of marijuana for your own stash, but you got busted with it. Okay. And now you're in prison. There's so many people in prison for stupid shit. We just really have to reevaluate as we're reflecting on ourselves. We need to reflect on what's going on around us right now because the bad creatures, and if any of them are that, whether it's BD Biden or Captain Trump, if they're bad, they need to go. Easy as that. We need to quit with the teams. Oh, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm an independent. My football team's winning. Oh my God, I hate this football team because I live here. You know, you don't live here, you were placed there. You weren't from here. We were born here. So that's a little weird. All right. I think I've talked enough, and I'm really trying to help my brothers and sisters kind of figure out what's going on in the 3D world also, but what's going on in our spiritual world too. And I wanted to go more over that Chevron doctrine because think about it. Another thing, when you're getting in trouble for something that you know is not a law and they're making shit up, you need to start looking at your Constitution, your Bill of Rights, and your Declaration of Independence, the original one. If it was changed by somebody that was not elected, then it's not a law because people that aren't elected cannot make laws. And we have to ask questions about these people that are elected and are making these laws. Was it what the people wanted, or was it a decision because this big business is going to pay you so much money and you did it for your own good? I feel that if somebody wants to be a president of a country, they should be in charge of the military. But when they are doing their thing to get like a governor of, like, say, Florida, when he's getting all this money, that money should be going to the people of Florida. Let's raise the money for the people of the state that you're working to create a good place. So when you're running, instead of paying all this advertisement crap, why don't you say, hey, look, I just raised all this money and fixed your water system. I raised all this money and redid your parks. Really? That would get everybody's attention and go, wow, this person is really doing something. Just a thought. I'm just going on. Okay, because I see all kinds of good stuff going on out there. I know you guys too. So we're going to start with this reading. It is 7/8, 2024, which is a 23, which is a 5. We know 5 is all about change, and we're going through change. We're evolving. And I love that. So we are going to read a 5. Number 5 tells you that you have a deep connection with the divine source and that nothing can prevent wisdom from finding its way to you. Your current priorities are fidelity, reliability, and loyalty. Focus on them and concentrate on healing them in both the world outside and your inner world. Number 5 brings protection, giving you the freedom to act more boldly. Its energy field is centering, bringing the strength that always recognizes and recreates itself at the end of a soul path, along with meditation, belief, and insight. Yeah. We really need to work on clearing our mind. Meditation is a really good practice. And I really want my people, my soul family, to start meditating and calming your minds. Start looking at the 3D world around you and start really looking into some of the things that they're talking about. We're going back to our Constitution. They don't like it, but so be it. Now, I thought this was really an interesting card to get. This is a number 13, which is a 4. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. We are here in the 3D concept. We're ready and we're paying attention. We're ready to fight for our freedom. We're ready to find ourselves again. You have had your share of good and bad times. Night falls cool and gray, but day will dawn, bringing the sun and light, warm, soft, and healing on your skin. Do not struggle when there is nothing to struggle against. You are neither night nor day, but instead you rise serenely above both. You are neither darkness nor light. You simply absorb them and transform them into something new. There is nothing that the outside world can give you. The only thing that matters are the light in your heart and the voice of your soul. Meditate in silence and without distraction from thoughts of anger, rage, or sadness. Rise above these feelings. You are not your rage or your anger, nor are you the sadness that tries to make you feel bad about yourself. You are always the person you decide to be, the person you want to be. This is always within your power. The warrior within you is a servant of the light and brings you centeredness and meditation. Your inner warrior light is the source of wisdom and stillness, bringing every weapon to bear to shatter the shadow of depression when its icy hands reach out for you. Connect powerfully with the resonance of the inner warrior. Do not reject it. This part of you is blessed with knowledge and is more familiar with peace than any other, precisely because it is this aspect of your personality that protects peace within you. Warriors rise calmly above all potential threats because they know fear. They know it is intimately that it holds no longer holds any fear for them. Your helpers for the next 21 days, the power animal is the panther, the herbal essence is cedar wood, the healing crystal is snakeskin jasper, and the number is 4. You know, yesterday we got the warrior with it. Today, and yesterday we got like a masculine warrior. Today we got a feminine warrior. Remember, we are all parts of the masculine and feminine, and either one can be a rock star warrior. So remember that we are rock star warriors, warriors for the truth, warriors for freedom, for love, for our brothers and sisters. You're my brother from another mother, same father, different mother. Not really, same mother too, Mother Earth. Number 4 reveals that you need solid structure now more than ever. To feel secure, you need an ordered space. This number brings a sudden burst of energy. Use it to get your life in order. It brings good humor and cheerfulness. Things will be less complicated and life will become easier. Start to be aware of yourself and your body more keenly and take care of your physical needs. Number 4's energy field is the mastery of matter in order to be able to create paradise, wholeness, divine order, and manifestation. Yeah, we are little manifestors. And I know it's been working because a lot of my beautiful people out there, I haven't heard from Lisa in a while, but she's been out there manifesting, and Melissa and all kinds of people. And I'm loving it because I love y'all, and I think you guys can do it. We're a soul family. We always have been, and we always will. And you know what? In the Messenger Oracle, because we have courage, we have the lion that showed up, the fire, the Leo. Yeah, and Leos, like me, are very strong. There are times when you feel small, afraid, and alone in the world, but you are not alone. You are watched over and cherished by Gaia and Great Spirit. Know that you have within you the strength to overcome all obstacles placed in your path, no matter how daunting or large they may seem. Have courage. Now is the time to trust in yourself and have confidence that you will overcome all. Yeah, we will overcome all. This is the hard part of our evolution. Um, it gets easier, but right now we're going through the hard part, the demolition of it, the destruction of it. And we just have to keep our head above the water. Seek your answers within. We got the bear, and we got the beautiful heart with the eye. He's got the portal over his head. This is a beautiful card. If you find yourself confused, your intuition and inner voice drowned out by the answers, wisdom, and advice of others, then it is time for you to step away, withdraw to a place of solitude. Like the bear, it is time for you to hibernate, to go within and seek the void, and to embrace the silence that dwells within. Within that silence are the answers to your questions, and because they are answers born of your truths, they will be answers that move you forward instead of holding you still. I really like this message so far. The warrior, the feminine warrior, and this could be masculine too. We've had the masculine warrior yesterday. The strength and the seeking the bear within. Beautiful, beautiful card so far. I knew this was going to be an awesome reading because we've got some really cool stuff coming down the path for us. And you know, me and my husband had some problems a while back, and I went away for a few days to let the problems subside, and they did. They subsided. Okay, now we have the angels and ancestors. And you know, after we got all that, we got the mountains, and I love the mountain card because it's stand your ground. Hold firm to what you believe in or are focusing on, because it is absolutely right. Know that heaven and earth are supporting you. Mountains are strong and wise. They are rooted deep in the earth and reach high into the sky. They have been where they are for thousands of years. They have been home to animals. They have been climbed by humans, and they have seen seasons come and go. No matter what happens to them, they have remained strong, immovable, and unshakable. And so they offer the spiritual energies of strength and resilience. Mountain energy is powerful because it's firmly rooted in the Great Mother and reaches high to the Great Father. If you're feeling challenged or pressured at this time, know that your spirit is more powerful than you think. You are resilient and grounded, and the energy and air of the mountains is giving you the unshakable strength to be who you are. Take time to root yourself deeply in the energy of the earth before welcoming in the energies of heaven. If you're not sure what you need to do, the mountain card invites you to stay exactly where you are. Talk things over with those around you and know that change will come to you. You will be whole and well at the end of this current situation, and it will not stand in the way of your future growth and expansion. Our future growth is going to be amazing. Remember, we are a soul experiencing Earth School in a body. Telling you, it's going to be beautiful. Direction, guardian, choose your path. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of directions. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right for us or the bigger picture, they can help us know that is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel, who is said to have seen an angel with four different faces. One was a child, a cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. These four faces show the angels can appear in many guises and guides us in many different directions, but allow for our highest good. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectation for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions you can take. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. 100%. Your heart knows where to go. If you're going somewhere and you're not feeling it in your heart, then that's not the right path, I don't think. Kind of rethink about it. Okay, now, Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Listen to what is coming up within you and what is being shared with you by trustworthy others in your life. Pay attention to healing information. Healing angels can help you heal emotionally, spiritually, and physically with their energies, but they can also direct you towards information that will help you return to wholeness. When this card appears, information is being revealed that can help heal an aspect of your current situation. Whether that be your health, relationship, or even career, so be alert for this. The Medicine Guardian has a healing wand, which represents the capacity to heal with the power of will and desire, and a chalice, which represents returning to a state of wholeness, a state where your cup is not merely full, but overflowing with goodness. The emerald color of the card represents the healing rays of Archangel Raphael and his healing angels. You are being exposed to information and insight that will have a dramatic healing effect upon your life. If you are working through something mentally and emotionally, know that there are spiritual energies supporting your healing. If you are working through something that is physically challenging, pay particular attention to information that's coming to you that feels inspired, insightful, and warm. It will be supportive of your wellness. Your angels are here to remind you that your natural state is one of wholeness, and you are on the road to reveal that wholeness once more. I'm not going to say no more because you know what? I think some people are going to help get healed along the way. A lot of things are coming down, and the healing is going to come out gradually, I think. I'm thinking we're going to have full healing beds by the 2025 because I've seen it. Okay, karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. Have you ever thought to yourself, I want to go back and know what I know now and restart my story? Because everything we've ever done was our story. Everything, no matter good, bad, or ugly, it was part of our story. And our story is unique from other people's story. It might be similar. We might have had a similar problems and things like that, but it's still unique in its own way. The karmic board is a generation of spiritual beings dedicated to implementing the law of cause and effect. They have the capacity to help us overcome any karmic blockages that are affecting us. We can call on them to bring healing into our energy field and to clear away any patterns that are standing in the way of our experiences of love and the expression of our life purpose. Karmic blockages are often misunderstood. Many people think that a blockage is punishment for their bad choices or wrongful behavior, but it's not. Source is always on our side. It wants us to have a positive experience here on earth, but it also honors our choices and experiences. And sometimes these result in karmic blockages. It's important to know that many of these blockages were actually created by innocent choices. For example, continually letting someone's bad behavior or mistreatment of us slide because we really want to see the good in them, or choosing not to let love in because there was a part of us that was scared of the unknown. If you are being overwhelmed by a traumatic memory or a painful event, know it's because this old energy is no longer serving you and that your spirit is calling for it to be released. This comes to you at a time when you are ready to surrender old ways of being and old stories. Know that receiving this message means your energetic self has been taken to the karmic board during sleep or meditation so that your light body can be cleared of all karmic blockages and stories, all fears, phobias, challenges with partners and relationships and feelings of being misunderstood are being released now. You are ready to move forward. You know, we got to remember when we're holding these things so tight that somebody said to us or somebody did to us, remember, it was just their opinion. And if it was a fact, maybe it was a learning experience for us to not, if it was bad, for us to not do it again. Yes, we all have to have these learning experiences, you know. We have green tiara. My mood ring is just as green as she is. Green Terra, healing light, wellness unfolding, knowing that healing is a journey. Everything we do right now, from our attitude to our healing, to our love, to our freedom, it all depends on our choices. We can make the right choice or we can make the wrong choice and learn from it. Either way, we're going to learn from either choice. The story goes, Terra, whose name means star, is an aspect of, oh my goodness, a 3-inch word. Avalokiteshvar, the deity of compassion, who, looking at the earth, cried tears over all those experiences and challenges and pain. His tears of compassion became a great river from which rose a lotus. And from that lotus, Terra was born. She has many forms and different colors, and green Terra brings a light of protection and safety with her. Green Tara is one of the most loved and respected female deities in many Buddhists traditions and is well regarded by many spiritual practitioners across the world. Born of pure compassion, she is there to assist all those moving from suffering to wholeness. The blessings of Tara are surrounding you now, and you are being guided to know that healing isn't linear, but more like a spiral. When you set the intention to heal, the intention itself initiates a pathway that is similar to a spiral. At times, you will feel like you are overflowing with vitality, and at others, you will feel drained. There are many, there may even be moments when you feel you are revisiting something you thought you had overcome. But this revisiting is actually an opportunity to see how far you have come on the road to recovery and wholeness. Right now, the spiritual energies that surround you are creating space, pathways, and doorways for you to move closer to the truth that you are whole, healed, and complete. Don't let fear or limitations get between you and the miracles that have experienced and the miracle that are yet to happen. This is a journey to fearlessness and liberation, and you are closer to freedom than ever. Take the first step. That was a perfect card for today. I forgot about that card. We haven't had her in a while. Him, her, whatever. I was envisioning as I was reading that someone standing in a dark hallway. Okay. And I seen the back of them. They were going away from me. This was my vision as I was reading this card. And it was just so dark, but you could see a shadow around this person where you could see them. And as they walked forward, they didn't know if they wanted to open the door to the unknown, but they did. And it was beautiful light and healing feeling and warmth and love that just engulfed their body out of the darkness. So that is what I pictured when I was reading that. And that was a beautiful, beautiful message. Okay. Now we have the practical magic. And when this card come out, it's a 5. Well, for some unknown reason, when it's a 5 on the date, I get a 5. I usually in this book or this cards, and I don't know why, but I do, because everything you think about it in your mind. Why did that? Well, it's because it's 5s. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Change, evolution. Passion and power. Face your fears. Yeah, we have to face our, and there's the lion again. Leo is showing the fire. The fire is showing up again. She's got fire all through her. Look at how beautiful she is with the moon behind her and golden and the lion and she's all that and then some. Find the courage to take a risk, to do the things you're dreading, and watch your life and all its possibilities open up so you can soar. Stop procrastinating. Everyone is scared of something, and a little bit of fear is normal. In fact, it can sometimes serve a purpose. Fear can drive you to protect yourself, inspire caution in dangerous situations, and encourage you to act in ways that are healthier. But it can also make you overly weary and stop you from pursuing your dreams, leaving you filled with regret. When you say no to opportunities that you'd love to embrace but are too scared to try, your fear may have served you at some point, but keeping you safe and protected. But when you draw this card, it's a reminder that fear can also hold you back from reaching your full potential. It's why you turn down chances you long to take. Choose the easy path over the more challenging one and allow yourself to shrink your possibilities and your life, making you similar and smaller than you could be. When this card turns up, it's asking you what you are avoiding and why. And it's challenging you to face this fear, conquer it, and transform your life. Courage isn't just about overcoming an external fear, like speaking in public, getting into a lift, or dealing with a spider. It's also about being strong enough to be vulnerable and show someone your heart, to have the hard conversations and tell someone what you need from them or what behavior of theirs you can no longer accept. It's being brave enough to admit your mistakes, apologize and make amends, and to speak out against injustice, even if those around you are dismissive. Courage means going out on a limb when an issue is important to you and accepting that you may lose a friend or upset a relative if you are true to yourself, but doing it anyway. It's walking away from a situation that is harmful to you, setting boundaries on your time, and standing up to peer pressure, regardless of the cost. It's having the guts to pursue what you most want, no matter how long it takes or how hard you know it is. It will be and be the strength to cut your losses and begin again when something no longer has meaning for you. In pursuing the life you dream of, there will be times when you're halted by what frightens you. Whether that be a new situation, challenge person, or a new level of discomfort, know that you have the strength to triumph over this fear. And once you master this one, you'll have more confidence the next time you encounter something scary. Don't let your fear hold you back from being all that you are capable of. You have it within you to conquer this challenge. So step up, dare greatly, embrace all that you deserve. I love this reading today, and it's going like flowing. Yeah. Mm. It's so hot down in Florida. You walk out, we're in northern Florida, you walk out and it takes your breath away. I think it's like 95 and it's like 106 in the shade. The other day we put our thermometer out on our table under our porch and it was 110. So I got the air on in here and my little mini fan blowing on me that my friend bought me because I'm like I get really hot, especially with long hair. Usually I have it up in a bun that looks like something, I don't know. Okay, now we got the Eight of Earth, and I always like this card, and she or he is all that in a nutshell. This is growth, manifestation, accomplishment, success, abundance, wealth, appreciation. The Eight of Earth symbolizes success, wealth, and love, the manifestations of a positive attitude, doing what you love, and loving what you do. In our future coming up, we will be doing what we love and loving what we do, not doing a humdrum job that we really don't want to do. This is a very optimistic card, one that suggests a time of abundance, fruitfulness, and a good harvest ahead. A peaceful, happy home, career confidence, the respect of your peers. What more could you ask for? All the seeds born of past planting are growing well, and you can be confident that the outcome you need will manifest. This can also be a good time to think about taking the next big leap. Rather than resting on your laurels, you have it within you to go further and reach greater heights if you so desire, especially if you remain committed to doing everything to the best of your ability. The Eight of Earth signifies a time to look, to acknowledge, and celebrate your success, and perhaps to start making new plans for the future as well. I think everybody should do what they love and love what they do. And we have in this world have been forced to do what we hate and hate what we do because we had to make the Federal Reserve money out of thin air to be happy to buy things because we had to have it. It was like our binding mechanism to life. Page of Swords is the clarifier for that. Be precise in all your verbal and written communications so that you can't be misunderstood. Complaint, bitchiness, back chat, cutting words, politicking, legal issues, and paperwork. A young person or person who is young at heart has a secret agenda. This may take the form of gossip or slander against you. Although this page often appears witty and charming, he or she thrives on attention and is self-interested and underhanded. The card can also show a legal matter, a complaint at work, or the need to sign a contract or other documents. Just be careful right now what you're signing your life away to, because there's a lot of scammy whammies out there. And we got another 5. And this is the 5 of water. And I call this the praying, meditating woman. And somebody is feeling isolated, trapped in the moment, without hope, consumed by fears and doubts, unable to see a way forward, feeling angry and betrayed, mourning loss, and playing the victim. It's kind of a victim card. We can't, I know we've all had a lot going on in our world, and we probably have been a victim at some point in time for things. What did you learn from that? That was a learning experience. Don't play the victim forever. Figure out what you learned from it, pack it away, gone, release it with love, and thank it for bringing that kind of lesson into your life, and go on with your life. Don't harp on it. The 5 of water represents feelings of fear, doubt, and hopelessness that can cloud our minds and hearts and give rise to confusion, misunderstanding, and anger. These emotions are often born of your own pain or insecurities and can cloud our ability to see the love that surrounds us. All too often, when we experience a moment of great hurt or loss, we can feel alone, as if no one could possibly understand the depths of anguish we are feeling. Whether it be the end of a marriage or friendship, the death of a loved one, or a battle with mental illness, we can sometimes find ourselves weighed down by pain and suffering and blind to the beauty and love that surrounds us. You know, instead of looking for those 1 or 2 bad things in your life when you wake up, look for the 1 or 2 good things that are in your life and smile and go on with your day. And if you have some bad things in the background, see if you can fix them. You never know. Loss of any kind cause us to experience a range of emotions, including sadness, fear, confusion, guilt, regret, anger, and betrayal. Sometimes we can even experience a complete absence of emotion. To think of the future serves only to add to the burden of sorrow. Because all hope seems gone, the 5 of water is a challenging card because it is not one that offers any real comfort. Loss is something we all experience. And if we are already vulnerable and sensitive to hurt, then it can be overwhelming. Yeah, it sure can. I mean, people have to get over things in their time. The death of a loved one, the loss of a friend, being betrayed by someone we trusted and loved. There are no words of comfort that will lessen the pain we feel. The 5 of water symbolizes the need to allow yourself to work through your grief and to take as much time as you need. Allow the emotions to flow and flow along with them, but not to the extent that they threaten to overwhelm you or have you lashing out at others. You need to remember that you have people around you who love you. Look up. While you may feel alone, you are not. There are people around you who have also experienced loss. They know, they understand. Allow them to be there for you in your time of need. Yeah, that's a perfect card for that. We don't want to harp on that. Okay, now with the 5 of water, we got the 8 of swords. Restriction. Who's being restricted? Are you restricting yourself because you're feeling so sorry for yourself? This 8 of swords is for this card. I mean, 8 means change, and this 8 sees you on the brink of that change. As you realize the way you're being restricted by your circumstances at work, in a relationship or project. The card often shows a relationship is on lockdown because one of you is not free to make a commitment. An additional meaning is being bound by much responsibility. Get practical and see that you are in control of your own future, regardless of what others think. You can free yourself by being less tolerant of the demands of others. This is separation, fear, burdens, lack of vision, being stuck, responsibility, and change. Now, what came to my mind, and I'm seeing it, when you start to look at different perceptions of things, and you stand back and it doesn't involve you, you're watching someone else's perception go on, and you see a man and woman or just anybody in a relationship together, or look at a parent. Okay, a parent has the obligation, the child is 13, to guide them through life. Okay, but in a marriage or a partnership or whatever, you don't guide them. You can help them maybe to make decisions if they ask you. But when you start restricting and telling someone what to do, they're no longer themselves. They are who you want them to be. And if you are doing that with whether it's masculine or feminine energy, if you are doing that, then you are restricting someone from being who they are. You weren't born and born and born and born. There's not 50,000 of you. There's one of you. So don't start changing everybody, try to be like you, because we don't want everybody to be like you or me. We want them to be their individual person, to get to know that individual person. We already know you. We need to know everybody, as their individual self. So the restriction I'm seeing, like, have you ever seen these people that just kind of sit there and don't say nothing? The other person does all the talking. That's because they went into their shell, and that other person is just doing everything. They're doing nothing. I don't know. I just see some stuff there that is just making me think about that five of water and her praying, and it could be masculine or feminine energy. Now we have the Ace of Earth, and we've got this card uh, a lot. And this is new beginnings. This is goals. This is motivation, desire, preparation, opportunity, education, security, potential reward, potential consequences. This is really important in our crossroads journey right now. When the Ace of Fire appears in your reading, it represents a time of change and new beginnings on the career and home front. This change is driven by a desire for financial security and independence for yourself or for those for whom you are responsible. It is time to make preparations and plans for your future so that you are not challenged or placed under stress by the changes that are coming. What do you want to do with your life? What career path will allow you to both meet your responsibilities and be fulfilled? Are you more interested in financial reward than seeking a vocation or career that will stimulate you and make you happy? Gone are those days. Really, gone are those days. We want that to be in the past. We don't want people doing these horrible jobs that they are so unhappy with and taking all that unhappiness home to their family. And I don't blame them. I mean, it's hard. It's nothing against you. It's really hard to be in a situation that way. And I feel for you. You're the one who has to break out of it. And I get that you have a family, you have to make money. There's not a lot of jobs around this and that. But there's some really good stuff coming out. And the money changers, it's going to flip on them. The tables are going to flip on the money changers. And guess what? Someday in our future, pretty soon, a few years maybe, money is not going to be an option. It's going to be prosperity for all, and we're going to go into a loving, beautiful utopia, our Garden of Eden, our paradise on earth. It is time for you to think of the outcome you desire. Do you need to further your education and qualifications to create more financial reward opportunities? A new beginning founded in particular and practice, I can't say that. This is the energy of the Ace of Earth. It is time to be grounded in your approach and seek tangible outcomes that meet your desire, determine your weakness and strength, weigh your responsibilities, and then decide whether or not they fit with your goal and objectives. Also, be sure to consider the impact your decision will have on those around you. Be certain of your motivation. If you desire a safe and secure environment that is free of financial stress, then now is the time to consider building solid foundations. We will have a solid foundation. I just had a whisper the other day that Pope Francis, which I don't think he's still here, I think we're watching a little hologram, said we need a jubilee, a debt-free jubilee. And yeah, we will have that because we got a number 13, which is a 4. And we already read the 4, and this is transformation. This is the death card. This scene may look dismal at glance. A shipwreck, complete with predatory sharks, which symbolizes there's no going back to our ship or our old ways of living. The sinking of the ship in a tempest shows the power of the elements over our human lives. The wreck, though holds treasures, a treasury of knowledge, and the little fish swim in the foreground show that life goes on. Endings bring new beginnings and insight. Death does not reveal physical death. It expresses a great change in your life, a transformation that is essential if you're to begin a new phase. Whatever you no longer need is taken from you. Death is necessary for something new to be born. This may be unsatisfying work, a stuck relationship, or anything that constitute old ways of being, including habits that no longer serve you. For this reason, death clears away confusion and brings a situation to a natural conclusion. From this point onward, new people, ideas, and opportunities enter your life. A new era reckons. Allow that what will be rather than resist the change that needs to happen. This is rebirth, endings, change, beginnings, release, relief, conclusion. We are coming to a conclusion. And as they say, this was our ship. This is where we're going. Yeah, we left the predators behind with the ship because the ship, I said to my husband the other day, I said, do you love the body or do you love my soul that's in my body? He said, I love your soul that's in your body. So next time you're looking at someone and say they're too skinny for you or too heavy for you or not pretty enough for you or this and that, look at their soul. They probably have the most beautiful soul you've ever seen and felt when you talk to them. So don't judge a book by its cover. Now, well, I'm going to start doing a special message instead of like a now moment. So this is a special message, and we've been getting this because this is us. We got a number 10, which is a 1. Wisdom. You are here to become wise. Knowledge does not make you wise. Wisdom is learning from one's mistakes. Apply knowledge, logic, and common sense. Learn from more than just books. Seek out your elders. Time to break a cycle. Wisdom is understanding. Wisdom is loving the whole. Know and love your shadow. You have unlimited potential. The road ahead leads to many destinations. A wise person looks at their choices and actions in the present and understands their influences and impacts upon the future. They understand that every choice they make and act upon will have consequences. And so they think before they act, so that when they act, they are more confident about what the future may bring. When the wisdom card appears in a future position, it asks that you be wise and take a moment. or several, to consider the consequences of your thoughts and actions. Be mindful. Be very sure that what you desire is in alignment with who you are. Take this moment as an opportunity to withdraw. Look within and shine a light upon your true desire, goals, and objectives. Contemplate all the possibilities future that may come to be, not just the one you want. Embrace a larger, broader perspective. Look at the bigger picture. See your truth. A wise person will look to the past and how it has unfolded, and then look to the future to see how it may to unfold and the potential possibilities. They do so because the path ahead does not just lead to one destination, but many. And with this in mind, they can prepare for any eventuality. Uh, that is a great surprise because the next card that came out with the surprise to clarify the wisdom card was the Fool, 0, new beginnings. The Fool is the tarot's dreamer. He takes a spectacular dive from a cliff top into an enchanted ocean, not knowing what lies beyond. His youth and his dreams will lead him into deep waters of discovery. While this is the beginning of a great adventure, the merman's journey also involves a risk. Will he survive his ordeal? A small dolphin who knows these waters well acts as his guide. You are on the brink of a new path in life, and a wonderful opportunity awaits. Now is the time to follow your destiny in work and in relationship. Before you follow your heart's desire, pay attention to two things. Be practical and check that your dream is tangible and realistic. And listen to your intuition, which, like the dolphin, will safely guide you forward. Keep the focus on your goals rather than be distracted by others' opinions and needs. This is your time to reinvent yourself, and there's a bright future ahead in exciting new territory. The Fool can also show a physical journey over land or sea. Look before you leap, and if you like what you see, dive right in. This is risk, innocence, departure, new pathways, discovery, journeys, and starting over. Hey, starting over is like beautiful. It's like this vacant canvas, and you can be the artist of your own creation. Hey, you got to think above the turmoil in our world. Actually, my life's been going pretty darn good. It's been flowing, and I like it that way. Now we've got Human Spirit Oracle, and this card jumped out twice because I had just shuffled and this card jumped out with a bunch of cards. And I don't like to take one with a bunch of cards, even if it's flipped up, because all the cards were flipped up. So I put it back in, and guess what? It jumped out again by itself. And we got a 12, which a 38, which is a 12, which is a 3, which is a divine message. Forever young. Look at that. See that skull? She don't believe in it. You know why? Because she's got the seashell going on there. Look at how beautiful she really is. And there's a skull up here. There's two skulls. It's like, yeah. And then there's her. Boom. Beauty. Okay, let's see what this one says. Forever young. Ah, the good old days when they would go door to door and peddle youth in the form of makeup. Ah, of course you don't remember that. You are so youthful. What we do to stay ever youthful and perky. There are gels, creams, surgery, pills, fat freezing, etc., etc. Take a day off from the 2 hour, take the day off from the 2 hour beauty routine and put that retinol serum away just for the day. It's your spirit, the joy and light that flows effortlessly through you that keeps you forever young. For instance, when you have been happy and then people tell you that you are radiant and glowing, you'll never have any time to share your glow with others if you're stuck behind a facial mask and a 2-hour beauty routine. I mean, there is a reason why where we do grooming is called vanity. Ooh, that's telling it like it is. Woo, I don't wear a lot of makeup anymore. Pennsylvania, I did. But in Florida, you put foundation and all that stuff on you. Oh my God, it runs down your face like a waterfall. So I just do my eyes because eyes are the windows of the soul, aren't they? I think so. Now we got the golden future and we got a number 8, infinity music. Bring yourself into divine harmony. Look at him. Butterflies, energy flowing, beautiful rainbows of music on his violin. Music will be popular and appreciated in the new golden age when the importance of sound and harmony is fully understood and they are utilized to benefit people. Groups will gather to perform or listen together. Music will bring much peace and enjoyment and be played for relaxation or to alter the moods. The right vibration will help children as well as adults to learn and absorb information and will be sounded for healing and for manifestation. Everyone will have the opportunity to play a musical instrument. These will be freely available for anyone to use and will be treated with care. If someone is attuned to one in particular, this will be accepted and respected, so it will be theirs to use for as long as they need it, because everyone will feel at peace and content. All music will be harmonized, reflecting the congruence of both listeners and players. In the golden future, music and harmonics will be a source of enjoyment, healing, and togetherness. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Your guidance is to listen to some beautiful music and let it connect you to the silver light of your archangel Sandalphon and archangel of music. We just got Sandalphon. I love Sandalphon because it reminds me of me, a fawn. We just got Sandalphon yesterday. Ooh, another one. Wow, I like that. Okay, let me go over this again. Your guidance is to listen to some beautiful music and let it connect you to the silver light of Archangel Sandalphon, the Archangel of Music, who works with the harmonics of creation. He is attuned to the music of the spheres, the perfect harmonious created by the movements of the stars. Visualize yourself in Sandalphon's wondrous etheric retreat at the magical crystal cave at Lake Atalitan, Guatemala. Look out and have a sense of the vastness of the universe, with the stars all emitting their divine notes. Ask Archangel Sandalphon to align you with your fifth dimensional blueprint so that you vibrate with the energy of the stars in the new golden age. The more you center yourself and relax, the more he can raise your frequencies and bring you into divine harmony with the cosmos. I love that. I love that because I've noticed that I'm liking different music now. I was always into the classic rock, nothing crazy. I wasn't really into hard rock or metallic or rap. I try to be open-minded and just try to listen, but rap to me was just somebody talking. And I have to have meaning to the words. I will feel it within my heart when I really like the song. And recently I have ran by and I'm watching the video, and the video is amazing. It's for A Star Is Born, and it's I never remember her name because I don't really listen to her a lot. Lady Gaga. It's a really good song. Okay, so this is the end of today, Magical Monday, and I hope everybody has a beautiful, safe, happy Magical Monday. And I love everybody. May every step in your journey be magical. And you know what? Just be you.